Hello and a warm welcome to all of the Large Empire. Hope you're doing great. This is the first installation of the restarted Large SMP. Like any other Minecraft playthrough, the first thing you want to do is start to mine wood. However, Red has a different idea. And like some odd barbaric cult, Jay follows shortly after, completely ignoring the fact that both Jay and Red have died within the first 5 minutes of the server even existing. Red starts to beat me to a pulp because they lost a leather cap I gave them for being my test dummy. Being the narcissistical little boy I am, I then instantly grow a god complex using my admin commands and freeze Red in his tracks. Within just 1 minute of Red being frozen, I give in to pity and eventually unfreeze him. I then go ahead and create my first wooden planks, crafting table, and wooden tools when all of a sudden Jay decides it's a good idea to chop my head off. With that god complex still in mind, I then pull out an Uno reverse card and say, "No Jay, I want to exist today." Jay tries to pull their silly little shenanigans again while I pull out my obviously superior PvP skills. And so I'm gonna need to... wait, okay. We gain a new member of the SMP, I mercilessly behead animals, Red gets diamonds, then dies instantly thereafter. I find a cave and then proceed to fulfill the first half of the game's title. I then use a furnace to cook some meat, and then proceed to fulfill myself using the meat. I completely and utterly forget what human decency is and gain some kind of fetish from being alone in a Discord voice channel. I am now in a VC alone with all of you. At this point in time, I have no clue whether this is a fetish or schizophrenia, but from here on, only time will tell. Who knows, maybe the voices are actually kicking in. Wait a minute. Jay then proceeds to put ungodly imagery into my head that I will never unsee, while I contemplate why I asked him to be a part of this SMP in the first place. While I contemplate, I then accidentally proceed to break the fabric of reality and space-time. After activating my god complex for the 27th time within the past 10 minutes, I then decide to do something useful for once in my life by gathering resources for armor and tools, as I know for a fact that the amount of times I will die by the other players on this server will be considered unholy. While I sulk in my own uselessness, I then push through like the strong-hearted warrior I am and create a shield, some basic iron tools, a bucket, and iron leggings.
Give me your rock.
That was an actual clip from my last stream. I swear, the more I watch my own content, the more I start to believe I have a mental illness. Pushing that aside, I continue to explore this amazing-looking cave, but all of a sudden a skeleton decides to 360 no-scope me. Instead, it prolapses on itself because of server lag. It's at this point in time that the server decides to enter the matrix by dropping a fat dookie on itself, basically making the game unplayable because of lag and rubber banding. I kid you not, the server was running at 50,000 ms ping at multiple points in time. That is equivalent to 50 seconds behind real time. I try my best to circumvent this by reloading the server and even restarting it, but that comes to no avail. I then switch to Ultra Mega Gamer mode by the means of which one would consider spitting hard facts, in which everyone subsequently agrees. Now stuck in this unrelenting laggy hell, I proceed to get unconsensually gangbanged by both mobs and the server. As you can see in my hotbar and later see in my inventory, the server decided to completely annihilate every single one of my items, therefore leaving me with the only available choice of activating my god complex for the 49th time, going into creative, and getting all of my items back. For some odd reason, Asa, now being Jay and Red's adopted father, complete the cult ritual by putting a bounty on Asa and Nenez's life, both members of the SMP that will join later on. I'm powering up, ladies and gentlemen. I have now found diamonds. I'm getting closer to Goku's strength level every second I live. I feel like at a moment's notice I could do a Kamehameha. And I swear on the Holy Land above, if a single person comments on the way that I said Kamehameha instead of Kamehameha, I will literally snap your neck. I get brought right back down to earth when a creeper decides, "Hey buddy, you've been in a cave for way too long. I'll send you back up so you can see some sunlight." Unbeknownst to that creeper, I'm an insomniac hermit crab who never wants to see the light of day in the first place. Give me the logs. Pause. Whether I was implying phallic thoughts or other horrid imagery is unbeknownst to me, the line between fetish and schizophrenia is now becoming much clearer. Being the absolutely astounding, absolutely definitely not garbage gamer man I am, I'm able to meticulously dodge every single mob and get all of my stuff back. It's at this point in time that we decide this server provider's hot doo-doo balls, so we migrate the world data to a different server provider. Immediately as the new server starts up, I get unconsensually gangbanged once again by a group of zombies. Now that the server's been migrated, my first objective is to slap this redstone with some meat and then eat that same meat. I swear if I say the word meat one more time, this episode will no longer be a Minecraft playthrough. Instead, it'll be an Arby's commercial. I find diamonds yet again and... oh, what's that? Oh, our friend Creeper's back. He just wants to send us back to the surface again. This time, I tell him no, as I have my rights to be a vampire and to never see the light of day if I so choose. Given what I just said, this Minecraft episode is starting to sound more and more like my actual life every second that passes. Like any normal person, I then shoot my bow at the ground for absolutely no reason, smelt some iron, and then get the rest of my iron armor. By the way, if anyone does watch this video, let me know how you like this mic. It's quite a nice mic. I hope all of you are doing well. I'm gonna do a little bit of ASMR if you don't mind. No, Mr. Large, we do not want to hear your off-brand hand-me-down ASMR. It sounds like you're shoving your mic down your throat along with other questionable items. Either that, or you're trying to get very close to me in ways I do not appreciate. Wait, I'm talking about myself, aren't I? With that being said, Jay decides to insult me for wanting to do something nice, although horrifying for my viewers. This makes me very, very sad, as calling someone a clown is easily one of the most demeaning insults you can call one another. This will most likely put me into a depressive episode for several years, as I do immediately start crying after this clip ends. I'm not a clown. There's a clown. I'm not a clown. Ronald McDonald looking at. Found a mineshaft. But you don't know that, though. You don't know that.
Dude, I'm watching your fucking stream.
Well, I don't care if you're watching my fucking stream.
Finding out that the mineshaft was completely and utterly useless and had nothing of my interest, I then find a ravine with a few diamonds in it. This serves to only make my god complex even bigger and further push me to the onset of mania. This zombie then proceeds to slap the ever-living crap out of me while the skeleton in the background thinks it's a good idea to add me to one of his trickshot compilation videos. I slowly find my way out of the cave I was just in, and I am notified that Jay needs a friend to ride a boat in. When I do eventually get to the surface, I find out that it's nighttime. With the shaders that I have on currently, this makes it darker than Satan's butt crack. Ooh goody. Sunlight. I hate it. Alright, I need to do some furnaces. Bro, come on, did I really have to say it like that? I then arrive to stumble upon what seems to be an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting. Either that, or a bunch of drug addicts rolling up to a crack house. Boat acquired. While we were riding in the boat, every single creeper in existence decided to teleport to our position and play follow the leader. After that invigorating experience, I then go to gather more materials for future events and then stumble upon a deep dark biome. This biome's name is what most 14-year-old girls on Twitter make themselves out to be. I found so many diamonds within the first episode, I swear I think my god complex is going to grow into something more. Probably schizophrenia. I say this as if I wouldn't get instantly folded by any slight confrontation from any of the other players. Found a dungeon. Neat. Garbage. You know, I really do love the look of this biome, especially with the shader packs I have on. Except, of course, for the fact that it looks like congenital space herpes spread all over the wall. Come on through here. Oh, I'm good. Found more diamonds. At this point, I'm mining so many resources, I'm closer to a crypto scammer than a Minecraft YouTuber. Either way, I'm screwed, as both have some of the most vile reputations known to man. At this point in time, my friends in Discord are legitimately accusing me of X-ray. Joke's on them, I'm too stupid to know how to use that. Diamonds. Again. While my god complex is at an exponential height, a creeper decides that one of the new LSMP members should no longer exist. Now knowing the dangers of this world, Amber then decides to stare at a very tall figure who doesn't like eye contact as much as they do. Immediately thereafter, I then crap my pants because of a creeper I didn't see right next to me. I then utter the phrase AC-130 above as I carpet bomb the zombies below me with the remaining creepers. Okay, here we go. Hi buddy. You just got blown up by a creeper twice, how do you feel? Judging by the fact that he just got blown up twice and just got his head sliced off, I would say not very good, you absolute dolt. Looks like Amber will be joining me in that trickshot compilation video. I end my caving session and return to the surface, when all of a sudden I have the bright idea to mutilate my viewers' ears.
We have some ASMR time now. Anybody in chat can hear this.
Would someone please do us all a favor and kill me? After having to listen to that ungodly string of words, I then go exploring to find a piece of land to build my first house. In the meantime, I farm animals for food and Red awakens his inner arachnophobia. And by building a house, I mean building the most horrid establishment anyone has ever seen in their entire lives. I swear the only excuse I have for building something this unholy is because I was in a rush and built it in 1 minute. My next objective is to find a spruce forest in which to make my new house better. Instead, I find a village. The village in question has nothing of my interest and I abandon it almost immediately. In doing this, I basically tell the villagers, hey, you're all gonna get your flesh torn off by zombies. See you in hell. I then find a shipwreck and whoa, that's what we've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. It's about this point in time that the server decides it hasn't relieved its bowels in a while, so it decides to take yet another hot steamy doo-doo on itself. Thing that's that. Alright. Clock and buried treasure map. had an entire server crash for a clock and a buried treasure map. The server decides to reward me for my troubles by giving me a mushroom island, in which I almost immediately abandon. I then find a body of land that consists of mostly warm biomes consisting of a desert, mesa, and jungle. I don't know why I keep saying alright, I swear it's like a fetish at this point. Why did I say that? No shot that I just placed a door instead of using my water bucket. Since this serves absolutely no purpose to me because it's the opposite of the biome I want, I yet again immediately abandon it. That does conclude the first installation of the large SMP. Do note that this video style takes way too long to edit and I will most likely never make one like this again. I do hope me and my friends were able to entertain you, and I'll see you all in the next installation of the large SMP.